if you're trying to put action that isn't giving you freedom in order to gain freedom, are you really ever going to get the freedom that you desire? In my life, I have been able to see up close and hands on how your circumstances can mold your desires. It can cause an imprint, it can really cause your desires to be clouded. And a lot of times, you're not even able to recognize it. But your circumstances can hold this obligation that you feel the need to continue to create as an output in your life. So if I have received shitty relationships my entire life, and that's all I've been able to see, that's all I've saw in my reality, I haven't saw anything outside of that, and I allow myself to believe that is the only thing that exists, knowing that this world is big as fuck, but that's besides the point. And I'm able to just recognize that to be the only thing that exists within my reality, and I allow that to have an input in my decisions and what it is I desire. So I've received shitty people, and yeah, I don't like having these shitty people, but this is all I've gotten, so this is all that I will be able to get. That is how that thought pattern, you see how that link just keep going like that? And same thing with other things in life. At times, because things have always seemed hard, it's like, yeah, the only way to do things is if it's hard. You got to put the hard work to get what you want. And how did that work out in the past? But circumstances in my life personally, and in the people I see around me, in life, social media, in the world around me, I see that circumstances are having an imprint on what we desire, when those are two separate things. What I've been given, which is out of my control, versus my desire, is a completely different thing. My desires aren't in my control, actually, either. I want to make it clear that yes, desires are not in your control. The happening, the existence of desires aren't really in your control. However, acting upon it is in your control. The same way as your circumstances, the response you have to your circumstances is in your control. But they're there, and they are not to be controlled by my circumstances. That is a natural internal feeling that I have when I desire something, when I want something, not something that is molded by the things I've been given. And what happens when you allow your desires to be molded by your circumstances, it leaves it a bit clouded. It leaves you in a place of not even really truly knowing what it is you want. You're more so moving based off of the physicalities of things, based off of what's occurring around you and what is set in stone. When a desire is not something that's set in stone, it's forever changing, it's forever moving, and forever being molded, but not by circumstances, more so by experiences, more so by feelings, the things that are being invoked within your experiences, the things that are lighting you up and burning and lighting your flame. And I personally have experienced this, allowing my circumstances to overpower what it is I desire, wanting connection, but feeling like, no, I've been better off by myself, so fuck everybody, fuck the world. And really, that's not the way to go. Really, I want connection. I haven't been given that. It hasn't shown up in my experiences, the connection that truly fulfills me, but that's still what I want. And I'm not going to allow what's been being given to me to cloud my judgment, cloud my desires. And in the past, I've already worked with this on certain levels, certain different levels. And I have a practice that can help you move those circumstances out of the way, remove the power of circumstances, and allow you to see what it is you desire. And the tool that we will be using today is imagination. You have to have your mind. You have to allow your mind to be a free place. We want to remove the doubt. It does not have to exist here, not right now. Maybe you can go back to it later, but I ask you to remove the fear, remove the doubt of things not being your way, things turning out as they always have. And I ask you to use your imagination, get creative, And imagine a world, a reality where you're receiving everything it is that you want. You can focus on one thing specifically, one thing it is you want right now, but you can use this for later use as well, what you really want. So if you really, really want that romantic connection, if you really, really want any specific connection, the community, the family, if you want the funds, the financial freedom, imagine yourself there right now, receiving all of that. You're with the people, you have the funds. It's all in your hands. It's all at the tip of your fingers in your reality right now. How does that feel? Do you feel fulfilled? You feel joyful? I'm connecting with people. I'm able to have the financial freedom. I feel so free. It's like a big burden, weight lifted off of me. What feeling does this desire bring? That freedom, it brings ease. That fulfillment brings joy. Or does the joy bring fulfillment? I think I said it a little backwards, but I really want you to tap into your imagination and imagine what a reality where you're receiving that thing or those things that you want, what it really, really looks like for you. Now I ask you to bring that vision here and now, almost like a comparison. You're envisioning freedom for yourself, financial freedom, but that financial freedom also just brings a sense of freedom. I can now spend how I want to. I can now go and do anything it is I want to do. I can bring any idea I want to life. I can go and travel the world. I can do anything. It brings a sense of freedom, right? And I want you to bring that to your present moment, where you presently are right now, what you've presently been doing, who you presently are, and how do those two compare? Are you giving yourself the freedom now? See, the thing is, sometimes we try to wait on, I want this financial freedom, so I can do all these things I want. And you're putting action behind it that isn't allowing you the freedom that you desire. You're acting upon circumstantial things that have been given, things that have only been seen in your reality. But with the power of imagination, being able to see what it is you truly desire, it's important that you bring that down now. Give yourself freedom now, because if you're trying to put action that isn't giving you freedom in order to gain freedom, are you really ever going to get the freedom that you desire? The joy in relationships and fulfillment that you desire and see for yourself. How are you doing that for yourself now? Are you still in relationships that don't bring it? Are you still tending and pouring into the things that aren't giving it to you, giving you what you desire? A lot of times these things really start with yourself. You have to find your self sense of freedom, knowing that I don't care how much money I got, there's something right now that you have the freedom to do, but you're not allowing yourself to do it because you're relying on the financial freedom in order to do so. The connection, you're waiting on this romantic connection, but it's all within you. It's right now. It's inside of you. Connect with yourself before anything. And also, actually, perhaps connecting with yourself will prepare you for that connection, prepare you for and give you a greater understanding of what it would even look like and feel like. It's necessary that your desires are acted upon based off the pure, intangible version of your desires, not desires with a, oh, but this is what it is, but this is what I've been given, but this is the reality, this is the world, and this is how it works of things. Doesn't have to be that way if you don't say so. It's your control. But that is all today. I hope you sit on that. I hope you expand on that as well, because this is something I've done for a while in many, many different ways. And it takes time to actually understand what action to put behind it. Sometimes you just got to experiment with the shit. It does take time, but I want to throw this out here, give it to you guys to expand upon, grow, and level up. Shit. I'm handing out the spills, you know what I mean? This is the first piece of my new series. I really, really hope you guys enjoyed this. I very much did, because this is also the first time where the words were just like spitting out, and I feel like it came out really, really well, and I'm so excited for that, and I hope you guys enjoyed this. That is all for today's video. Until next time. Take it slow. Whoa, whoa, whoa. All right. Okay. I think laughing kind of keeps me alive. It keeps me lit.